Well, malgré même les gauches à venir dans la tête, il faut le fixer. C'est bon, c'est n'a pas les béwell, ça y va aller.
Cisne, pas qu'on lit, qui fait abonnement journal. Exactement. Il est imbécile. Ou pas qu'on lit ou qu'on joue et faut qu'on regarde la même il est là. Officier nègre la relais. C'est des fois. Ouais. C'est nègre qui pas qu'on lit et qui fait abonnement journal.
Ça veut dire qu'il fait grâce à faire abonnement.
Oui, il fait abonnement journal. Il va pas
tout ça, comment pas qu'on lit, il y a un qui était sénateur.
Neuvième monde qui pas connu, qui fait avec le journal. Là, nous disons ça. Qui pas connu faire abonnement journal. Oui, j'achète.
This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill.
Qui ça? Bon, et ben les 15 tourne autour dans les 15. Alors t'es. Et ben tu m'aimes les 15 pour et ben tu m'aimes.
And reporting courtside.
Non connais les 15 et tu m'aimes au prendre.
We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Here's Bull. That one falls.
Coming off
Beal's feed.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And there's James from the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Richards. Outside Bull. Now here's Booker. Jacks up with 3. Doncic pulls down the board. About a minute played here so far in the first. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
Come on, do it. So fella do it.
The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
To the inside. Here's Richards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Kicks it to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Booker. Doncic, no good.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's James. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Look, this dude is an absolute terror on the defense when he's slashing towards the rim. He dares the defense to foul, and sometimes people make business decisions.
And he sinks the second. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Booker goes back up. Richard's shot is off. The Lakers trail. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked Coach what the game plan is for Kevin Durant. They remarked, hope KD misses a few shots. Should be illegal. Durant is a legend, but our guys are hyped to face off with him. Let's see if their energy can slow Durant down a little bit, guys.
Allie, thank you. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Blocked again! Durant with it. Now Doncic defending. To the right side. Pass to Booker. Back to Richards. No good with the layup. Now Los Angeles with it. It's James on the wing. Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to Reeves. Fires the three. Bull grabs the board. The Suns leading. To the middle. Here's Richards. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Come on, Richards.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Hayes. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Booker surveying the D. Outside Bull. Back to Booker. There's a screen by Bull. The shot, no good. Good D by Finney-Smith. And it's the Lakers' ball. They trail by one. And that misses. That would have put them up. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Yeah.
Even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Now here's Doncic. No points so far.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Suns making a switch here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to review the game plan. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Phoenix making a switch here. "19 seconds left in the first. Here's James. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now Beal. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Gets it off. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes. Good action already in this one. A fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Austin Reeves picks one up. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
James can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 3. Durant looking around. Pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Over Finney-Smith. Durant's shot is off. Looking to get back on track. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Durant. Back to Bull. 4 on the clock. Pass to Richards. From deep. Durant's shot is off.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Durant. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Come on, do it, man.
The Lakers trail. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Pass to Hayes. Back to Finney-Smith. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Booker. The kick to Durant. Durant powers through the contact.
That's a foul, man.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
To the paint. And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now here's Bol. There's a screen by Bol. It's deflected. James with the ball. Guarded down by Bol. Here's Finney-Smith. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 1.
That's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep.
Come on, got to pick my two.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the line in the game. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with a ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it. Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and gives the pass to him.
Bol grabs the board. The Suns leading. Pass to Durant from outside the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. Now Finney-Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
.54 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 5 points. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
The kick to Durant. Outside Bol. Pass to Richards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. On the wing, Reeves. Outside Finney-Smith. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Lakers ahead, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
That free throw good from Booker. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
The fuck, man? Kenny Smith, man.
Coloco's got his first points of the game.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now here's Richards. Still no points. Here's Durant. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it.
Come on, man.
Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. O'Neal misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Vanderbilt with it. O'Neal covers. Here's Lynn. Banked it in off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Durant. KD attacking with force.
Outstanding at penetrating to the rim. Durant's long strides, they're just tough to keep pace with.
Here's Vincent. Nice D from Durant.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Pass to O'Neal. Inside. The Lakers with a rebound. Morris right side. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. Vanderbilt with a screen. Ooh, Durant with a steal. On the break. Here's Dunn. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And he jams it home with authority.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Now here's Vanderbilt. No points yet. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns trailing. And now the Suns fast break. For three, Allen. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Booker. He's covered by Vincent. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Vincent outside. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Dunn. And he misses the go-ahead basket. On offense, here are the Lakers. Here's Vanderbilt. Nice move. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Come on, do it. That shit, man.
The Lakers lead by 3. Pass to Morris. Three-pointer. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And the Suns pushing it up now. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Offensive board. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Screen by Durant. Outside O'Neal for the tie. Drops in the three. O'Neal's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Vincent with the ball. Vanderbilt with a screen. Down low. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from O'Neal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dunn. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Connect. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Durant. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Let's go, man.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic on the wing. Outside, Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Doncic left side. This one for 3. And the Lakers get it back. Reeves. And the shot's good.
Man. Look at the black man.
And the Lakers lead by 4.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Booker drawing the double. Beal left side. There's the 3. That shot, no good.
Beard.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic on the wing. James outside. Tips it. It's good on the putback. And now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Here's Booker. So it'll be 2
and 1, man.
free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
This is what man when you dive in.
It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
And Booker is so active on offense, which really forces the D to act with aggression at times.
The first one falls. Good on both. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. James inside. And here's Reeves outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside Booker. Pass to Bull. Back to Booker. And here's Richards. 6 on the shot clock. Booker, good.
Making room for himself.
Let's go, let's go.
To great effect.
To the middle. Here's James. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MLB.
Foul play,
Get
man.
in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside Reeves. Screen by James. Reeves with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Finney-Smith's shot is off. Suns trail by 5. Allen outside. Here's Richards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Richards is going to get his first 2 points.
No setting for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Doncic, no good. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter.
Come on, book your shot for
Target at the rim. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. To the inside.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Suns making a switch here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Durant inside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic on the wing. looking to get it going. And Booker pulls it down.
Okay, that's thick foul. Thick foul, thick foul.
Sniff that one out.
Oh, come on, man. You know, thick foul, man. Come on, man.
1:14 left in the final quarter. Pass to Plumlee. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Doncic left side. James with the ball. And he sinks it.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Booker.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Screen by James. Back to Doncic. All sorts of time. And it's good.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Right side Durant. For 3, Allen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Here's Durant. Allen outside. Fires from deep. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Fuck, man.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And that one misses.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, what a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate.
Do it, man, for a shot, Lalo. Come on, dude.
And so they choose to intentionally
foul. Come on, dude.
Just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
Lopez. Need it back.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now here's Kuzma. Lillard outside. There's the screen by Kuzma. Pass to Lopez. Out to Lillard. Shot clock at 3. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Lillard, driving inside. Basket counts.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
James attacking. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players, and he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Pass to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And LeBron James gets the 3.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Lopez, the screen. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Kuzma with the ball. Now Doncic defending. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Hayes. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of
being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Antetokounmpo outside. Trent up top. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's James. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The defender gets caught in a bad position there. LeBron so powerful enough to convert through contact.
That free throw good from James. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Lillard with the ball. Picked up by James. 4 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Inside. Out to James. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Lopez. Bucks trail by 8 to win the drought. Antetokounmpo. And the shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's Doncic with a drive.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Here's Milwaukee. From the baseline. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Now, here is James. Give him 8. Down low. And finished off by Hayes.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's James. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. So Milwaukee going with almost an entire...
Yo, suppose for
Entirely new group here. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Bucks trail by 10. Lillard with the ball. Here he goes. And Reeves pulls it down.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, up by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
The shot by Reeves, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down by 12. The three ball.
Come on, Miller.
Doncic outside. From downtown. Giannis with the rebound. Here's Brent. Still no points. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lillard. From the arc. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field. Los Angeles leading by 12. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard.
Oh, come
That's
on,
his
man.
first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Smith. And it's Koloko with a rebound. And we got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Los Angeles leading by 13. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Lillard looking around. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Reeves.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's James. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Kuzma for three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the Lakers have possession. This is the most they've led, 13 points. James outside. Tries the spin move. LeBron James with the flush.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
So the Simmons. Simmons pra lá, meu.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Golly, man, come on, man.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
And the 11 points down there. 15 points.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Bucks trail by 15. And here is Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Oh, clanks that one.
Come on,
He's 0 for 1
Lopez.
to start. So it's the Lakers now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's James. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Lopez. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
There's the three. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Los Angeles leading by 15. Pass to Doncic. No one near him. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:27 left to play in the half. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. 15-point game. Dane goes in. LeBron with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. 27 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Finney-Smith. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's James. Six to shoot. It was stolen by Lillard. Here's Prince. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
You know, one of the things the team has confidence with Prince in is finishing on the break.
Pass to James. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Los Angeles leading by 14. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Bucks trail by 16. Now Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Driving to the basket. Giannis muscling through.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets.
Come on, man.
Getting into the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from James. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing
Shit, that's
the
a
glitz
foul,
and
man.
glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Spins. Pass to Hayes. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
He's off on the second. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
James inside. Pass to Hayes. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, right side.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 17. Morris outside. Right wing. Here's Lynn. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Boy, do you come back in the gas?
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court. Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
There's the screen by Lynn. Left side, Vanderbilt. Takes the three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Lillard. Len pulls it in.
Shit.
The Lakers lead by 12. Morris, right side. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo over to help. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. To the middle. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Pass to Lynn. Back to Vanderbilt. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Morris for three.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And he's got his fourth free throw of the game.
Bonnie.
The Lakers lead by 7. Here's Lynn.
In
the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he's good on the second.
The
Bucks trail by 8. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot off the mark. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to connect. 3 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Lynn. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's Lopez. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lets a floater go. Gets it off. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've kept it. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Dale. Dale, bro. Let's go.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 8. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18. It's James on the wing. Doncic feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trent with it. Now Doncic defending. Down low. Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Pass to James. Puts up a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Now Trent. And the layup is good off the glass.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Doncic. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
And, you know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense.
Hello? Yeah. Hola. ¿Qué está pasando? Ambala kamu la no men. O de ka do baka ma mi wal bagay men. Ma puedo tale. Kal ma mi pa po ticket ou pa acheter ticket pour wal ma mi mouche. Ah.
Defense can get set. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Doncic outside. Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to James. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Here's Lillard. Back to Connaughton. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Reeves with some nice D.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And stolen by Connaughton. Takes a 3. Knocked loose. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Connaughton, right side. Over Hayes. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And here's Milwaukee now. Here's Connaughton. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Finney-Smith. Nails it from beyond the arc.
All right.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to James. The 3 is up.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Lakers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
Come on, man.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Takes it inside. It's James on the wing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside. From deep. Rebounded by Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And finished off by Hayes. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Faut pas pas là, mais ça, ok, hein? Faut pas là. Lopez. Perez.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Doncic right side. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. A three-pointer, no good. LeBron left side. Here's Finney-Smith. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Back to Caruso. Holmgren the screen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Hayes. Misses from short range. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Inside, here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Hello?
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Reeves. Williams with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Doncic. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Back to Williams. Reeves with the rebound.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
LeBron with it. Dort covering. Reeves outside. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 4. Hayes with the steal. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of working it into the paint. That's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Hello?
C'est Miami là.
Pourquoi ça va faire qu'elle achète des tickets pour moi? On achète des tickets dans Internet, man. Pourquoi ça va faire qu'elle achète pour moi? Les cas sont problème où man.
Mais nous-mêmes, nous pas acheter tickets.
Les cas nous pas voir Haïti, problème ça, nous ne parler. Nous pas voir Haïti, problème ça.
Bah dit acheter tickets et pour Mbappé, non, sinon acheter ticket à Mbappé, monsieur.
Mais les cas même pas on buy ça pour l'arrivée va acheter ticket. Bah ça va bien ça va aller oui. Ma pas dame, ma le bac les cas ma le bac.
Marché ticket déjà, on va bien se parler de ça. On va ticket marché ticket. Nous comme non poche marché ticket. Ma marché ticket, pas problème. OK?
Ah, monsieur.
OK. Ma regarder sous petit c'est petit pour acheter ticket.
Et les cas
ma je bouche
ma brother.
Donc mais comme moi marché ticket. Nous c'est ticket déjà. OK papa. Na pas
Non. On va voir Haïti, nègre.
The Thunder with the lead. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Back to Williams. Caruso up top. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. To the paint. Pass to Caruso. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Reeves. He has yet to score. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. Now here's Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Puts up a 3. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Finney Smith. And here's Hayes. That one, no good. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dort. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Here's the screen. Here's Hayes.
Come on.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Yeah, me dig women.
Good on the second free throw. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Down low. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams looking around. Back to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Clock at 6. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Lakers trail by 3. Reeves outside. Pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belonged." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Wiggins with it. Defended by Reeves. Screen by Hartenstein. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out in the tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That free throw missing. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now here's Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No one near James as he lets it go. And again, the Lakers, no good. To the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
James outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Holmgren. .125 left now here in the second. And Williams, here we go. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Finney-Smith. Still without a basket. Shoots from the baseline. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
What the hell, man? Come on, man.
Owning the inside.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Caruso, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. .35 seconds left in the second quarter. The Thunder with the lead. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Wiggins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Lakers working the ball around now. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And they double up Doncic. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Koloko. Misses in close. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Lakers trail by 4. Inside. James.
The
getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Now, here's Holmgren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And it's James missing. Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound the Lakers. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Back to Reeves. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by James. LeBron with the block.
A versatile, talented defender. LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
to the inside. Here's Koloko.
Come on, man.
And it's all even
Stop
up.
falling, man. Come on.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
The Thunder with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Dort. Here's Holmgren. Back to Dort. Another miss. And they desperately need a bucket. On the wing, Doncic. Back to James. Now, Finney-Smith. Outside, James. James connects from deep.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
For three, Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Lakers on offense. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And here's James outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got his second basket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Oklahoma City now. .133 left here in the third quarter. Holmgren the screen. Left side Williams. Launches a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Pass to Koloko. Back to Doncic. The trade. Doncic knocks in the three.
And it's so hard to take away a three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Holmgren the screen. A wide open look here for Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Doncic feeling it out. And they double up Doncic. And here's James outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Inshallah, come on.
Since halftime, tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Williams. Off on the layup. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. .11 seconds left in the third. Pass to Morris. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers lead by 9. And will return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's the Thunder with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed inside. And the Lakers with possession here. Down low. Holmgren with the steal. Williams inside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Goodwin with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Goodwin. 6 to shoot. Vanderbilt. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team.
Come on, man.
He was smiling when he told the team, "We're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun." It's always fun when you're up late, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Finney-Smith. Launches it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
Man,
You
man.
want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Thunder trailing by 5. To the paint. To the inside. That one goes in.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith for 3. Drills it from outside.
Shit, man.
And the Lakers lead by 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Holmgren the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Down low, here's Hayes. Up top, Reeves. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren in the post.
Come on, no good.
Misses from close range. Pass to Finney-Smith. To the middle. To the inside. Reeves. It's tipped. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. It's blocked. Here's LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot that one on Williams.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
On the wing, Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. And he makes that one. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And that one is good.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Doncic outside. LeBron James on the wing. Floats one up. And that's 2 points on the way.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with a clean look. Off target with his three.
Man.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Inside. Yes! We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. LeBron outside. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Got it. Good job in the low post. And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end,
I mean, there were some times that shifted, and especially early on.
Blowout, man.
Yeah, credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms.
Toi, faut même pas sortir, man. Baga sa boss son tabac là.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. To the middle. Rebounded by the Lakers. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And Derek White picks up the foul.
Oh, Derek White,
that's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
LeBron outside. Fires from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Boston now. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now here's Tatum.
Come on, take him.
Wow.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Doncic looking it over. And Derek White picks up the foul.
Ah, come on.
That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics making a switch here.
Nigga made a switch. Ah. Look at me see.
Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
The Porzingis. Nah, lay, bro.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Brown. Good D by LeBron.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job.
Come on, man.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Busted. No good that time either. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Just 3 to shoot. Tatum draws the double. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's James. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Six to shoot. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
And finished off by LeBron.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Brown outside. Picked by Horford. Down low. That one's in, his first shot this game.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
James, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Tatum. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Oh, man. Somebody got to call.
The Lakers trail. Reeves outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic outside. The trade. And it's White with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Doncic with the steal. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Brown, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Doncic. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Horford, no luck. Reeves into the lane. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
The three for Doncic. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown
Come on, man.
All together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Celtics making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Brown, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Reeves can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Here's LeBron.
Yeah, come on, man.
Inside. What a move by James.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
That's tipped. Doncic right side. Screen by James. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Finney-Smith. Got a piece of it.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. That's tipped. Here's Cornette.
Come on, Cornette.
On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Out to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Cornette. Shot to stop the run. And James pulls it down.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Doncic outside. Over Brown. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And he makes the first. And so Tatum nails them both. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. James in the post. Pass to Hayes. Stolen by Tatum.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Cornette, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers on top. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Lakers with some changes. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. There's a screen. And Porzingis, here we go. And he converts the layup. Porzingis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics.
How about Porzingis? You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the ball handler. How hard is that to deal with?
And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Horford, no.
Come on, foot. It's a loud foot.
So it's the Lakers now. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But, you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That sends Porzingis to the free throw line. Alex Len picks one up, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. Oh, that one fires up his teammates. Len's passion leads to the monster dunk.
That one good for two. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Here's Reddish. Scoreless thus far. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot-blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise
Come on, man.
Kevin, it's
Talk
been
about
both
fun, man.
impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And here's Reddish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Vanderbilt with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's good, 2 points.
Nice.
And it's a 5-point Boston lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Inside. Nice move. Len. Again, the miss by the Lakers. On the wing, Holiday. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Right down low. And so Joe Mazzulla.
Você vai acabar o balão.
for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Bye, sorry, huh? Bye.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. It's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pass to Craig. Here's Hauser. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Hayes. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Pritchard. Over to the left wing. To the left wing. Here's Queta. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
What the fuck?
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Get mad up to me, really? I'm trying to timeout. I bet timeout left to me, really.
Here's Doncic. In the corner, it's James. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Hayes throws it down.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Reeves. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What the fuck?
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Tatum down low. Inside, Tatum.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
The three for Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Hayes. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Finney-Smith to take the lead. The rebound by the Celtics. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Horford with it. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, it's 7'3". Porzingis is a difficult check. He puts the defense in a bind right there.
He's perfect from the line this time.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Second shot opportunity. James.
Shit, man. Come on. I'm supposed to do something next week.
Pump fake to freeze the D.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And that one is good. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Doncic comes with the double team. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass to Cornette. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Out to White. And they force the shot clock violation.
Fuck, man.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now. The Lakers trail. LeBron outside. To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Holiday left outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. To the middle and taken away by Brown. Outside Tatum. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. White looking around. Pass to Holiday. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from LeBron. Here's Finney-Smith. Now Reeves to take the lead. Here's Hayes. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Holiday with it. Defended by Reeves. Porzingis. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You gotta be a little embarrassed by that.
Come on, man. I don't make that fella, man. Come on, man.
These guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
"16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. LeBron powering in. Rebounded by the Celtics. Right side, White. Over Reeves.
Come on, man. Come on. What the fuck, man? I'm mucho.
Monsieur. He knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Yeah, monsieur, parle, monsieur, 2 minutes. Caca, monsieur. Ah? Pas de go, monsieur. No, caca. Yo, man, you don't remember. Just like what game we get, no man. You try, man. You got to be man. Perde, mon cher. Game, mon cher.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top.
It was a
fun night of basketball.
Male, monsieur.